Bama gang. We always hit the nail on the head. So check this out, my Miami Hurricane fans, my college football fans. We're gonna talk about a few things tonight. It's a lot going on in June right now, recruiting wise. Not too much commitments, but more on the visiting side. Now, Miami do have a lot of kids on campus. They've been visiting all month. Ever since they raised the deadline, they've been everywhere. Everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Some of these kids have actually visited Miami multiple times. But we're going to get into it. I'm going to do a quick roll call real quick. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed. And share the video. Share the live with somebody. Facebook, Twitter, you name it. Appreciate all of that. So, all right. So we got Hurricane Millie in the building. What's going on with your Hurricane Millie? We got Hurricane Kilo. What up, Kilo? What's going on, boss? Got Demetrius Adams in the building. What's going on with you, boss? I got BB the Gator. All right. So now I seen a tweet floating around with a wish list for the Miami Hurricanes recruiting class for 2022. So I'm gonna share that with you guys in a second. Got my big brother in the building. What's going on with you, Taz Asian King? What's going on, man? Man, he'll keep me laughing all day. All right, so let's get straight to it. Let me share this wish list with you guys. Basically, it's a recruiting wish list. Let me see here. I should have switched it to the other screen, but we're gonna get it. That's not the one. That's not the one. That's one of the discussions we're gonna have tonight, but that's not the one I want right now. I'm so silly. I should have just did it that way. There we go. I should have just did it that way. All right. Let me make that a little bit bigger for you guys so you guys can see that. Okay, why is it that kind of funny? Okay. All right. Okay, so this thing on the act slow tonight. I see. All right. So, why is this thing playing with me? All right. Okay, so got boy Jeff in the building. What's good, Jeff? Dogs for life. What's going on, dogs? How you doing, boss? Nick 305 in the building. What's good, Nick? All right, so I'm not sure how clear you guys can see that on the screen right now, but we're gonna talk about this wish list. Okay, see now they playing again. They playing with me. They playing with me, man. They playing with me. Long time to be having technical difficulties. All right, let's try this one more time. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so basically we got a wish list here. Now two names have already been checked off the list, as you guys can see. But four-star quarterback Ja'Cory Brown, as you guys know, he's already committed to the University of Miami. Seriously, Tanner? Okay, so Ja'Cory Brown committed, and as you guys can see, number 3 on that list, Quan Lee, he's already committed. He's a 3-star wide receiver out of Gainesville. You know, he's been on the recruiting trail for Miami also. Redhead Kane, what's going on with you? Walmart Burner, what's going on with you, boss? Hey, like Hurricane Kilo said, hit that like button. Appreciate that. All right, so wide receiver Jaden Gibson. That's a 4-star guy they're trying to get. He's also making his visit. Caden Helms, tight end, 3-star. I know he made his visit already. There was another tight end by the name of Anthony Jones, but he recently committed to the University of Texas. But nonetheless, you know, flip mode maybe. If not, it's cool. We got other options. Next man up. You know, Jay Garcia was, you know, trying to recruit this guy, trying to get him to come to the University of Miami, but committed to the University of Texas like I think a day ago. So we'll move on from him. We got number 5 on here. We going into the offensive line now. We got, you know, 3 tackles, and then into the D line we got the defensive end Shaman Stewart. Now that's a big name right there. That's a 5-star guy that we're trying to land. If we can keep him in the state of Florida, keep him right here in Miami, that'll be a big deal. We have been getting a lot of crystal ball for a lot of these guys, but to be honest with you, I don't care about none of them crystal balls. At the end of the day, they could be wrong. So until a kid commits or put pen to paper, recruitment, or they shut down their recruitment, it's still wide open. Now, the only one on this list so far that has shut down his recruitment is Quan Lee. And he's out there recruiting heavily for the University of Miami. So, like I said, for anybody that's just joining, this is the wish list. Now, some names on here like Bear Alexander. That's a 5-star defensive tackle. As you guys know, he was committed to the University of Georgia, but decommitted from them. The first visit after decommitting, Miami. Now it's been said that he's been on campus for about maybe twice now. Did his visits, official visit, and he's on campus unofficial also. So you're checking out the University of Miami. Hopefully we can land this guy. Imagine having him and Leonard Taylor on the line in the future. That'll be sick. And man, y'all gotta admit too, for a defensive tackle by the name of Bear, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough right there. You know, 5-star guy. Imagine this guy coming through the line, running through the O-line, hitting the quarterback. ESPN and all of that going, he just got hit by a bear. Little stuff like that, man. But let's keep it moving on this. Now, linebacker, 4-star guy, Wesley. Now, Wesley says that basically he's going to make his decision in December. So, if you guys waiting and hoping on a commitment from this guy pretty soon, you might want to hold back on that. Put him on the back burner. Not Miami recruiting him on the back burner, but as fans waiting on his decision, put that on the back burner. Say he's not going to make his decision until around December. So that's a long time from now. Now, another name on here, Kamari Rogers, 4-star cornerback. And another guy on here, safety, talking about Kamari Wilson. Those are the major guys that we're pushing. We're we got a lot of crystal ball for Kamari Wilson, but like I said, that crystal ball stuff, that's just basically somebody's thoughts and prediction of where these kids might go. As you guys can see, James Williams, for instance, he was crystal ball to Georgia. He's in Miami. Who else? Who else? The guy that went up to Florida. Forgot the kid's name, but last year we was recruiting him pretty heavily. He was one of the Palmetto Five. Why is his name not clicking in my head right now? But anyways, he ended up coming to the University of Florida. He was crystal ball to go to Miami. So as you guys can see, this crystal ball stuff is just somebody's prediction. That don't necessarily mean these guys are going to end up going there. So, All right. So basically, though, for anybody who want to look into the kids that Miami's going after or heavily going after, in this class of 2022, that's a list of them all right there. We got a few names on Najee Kelly. He's the guy that decommitted. He's a defensive end. He decommitted from Florida State recently, and basically, just opened up his recruitment. Basically, he's done quite a few visits to the University of Miami also, but for right now, none of these guys have committed yet. None of these guys have shut down their, recruitment. So we're just gonna have to keep an eye on them. It's June, man. Like I told y'all, June was gonna be pretty busy. It's kids on campus right now. Today also they was doing a camp. De'Aaron King was out there. You had Al Blades out there. So that's a good sign. De'Aaron King looked like he's pretty active. So I think he's probably on track to come back and start against Alabama. So we'll see how that goes. Let me check the chat real quick before we move on from this. Man, we got JP in the building. What's good, JP? Miami goes 7-5, and Manny after the season. This is hired 3 days later. Man, you got a wish list. You got a wish list thing. Nobody believe in Manny? Yeah, Manny's all we got right now, so we gotta believe in Manny. Pac-Man 352. He says FSU. Okay. Yeah, but you ain't gotta spam it, bro. We saw it the first time. You ain't gotta spam it. John Shields in the building. What's going on, John? He said Batman 247 is gonna eat that L. Yeah, they've been talking. We're gonna get into that in a second. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Man, Bahamas in the building. What's going on, my brother? How you doing, boss? We got Terrence Jones, Hope Canes, get him. Yeah, I hope we get all the kids we're going after. But that ain't how it works. But hopefully we get all the necessary pieces, because we're gonna need some depth for the future. We gotta build these class on top, and just keep rolling. That's the only way we're gonna get back to the dominant stage that we used to be at. So JP said Manny's ego's too big to listen. Well, he ain't got to listen to nobody this year. He calling them plays on defense, so ain't no blame to go around but on him. So we'll see how that goes, man. Hey, at this moment, Manny is all we got. We gotta get behind him. Hopefully he the right guy. It is what it is. Liberty City boy, what's going on with you, boss? All right, let's see. All right, so 247 Sports, they made their early prediction. So first game of the season, of course, you got Georgia versus Clemson. They saying that Georgia's going to win that game by 7, 31-24. I think that game could go either way. I think, Georgia and Clemson, I don't want to put too much belief in Georgia, because Georgia's known for choking. They known for choking. I think Dabo is a way better coach than Kirby Smart too. So push comes to shove, this score might be the other way around. If not, Clemson might even beat them worse than that. But that's just my thoughts. Now, the one that surprised me the most, and we're gonna get into it about that, is if you look at all of these scores, they all pretty much look a little bit close. But when it came to predicting the game for Alabama and Miami, 247 Sports had no remorse. They held no F's was given when they made this score prediction. They didn't care what they put on this score prediction, saying basically Alabama is going to beat us like we beat Florida State. That's basically what they're saying. You guys, give me 1 second. All right, so basically they saying that we gonna get beat by Bama like we beat Florida State. Only difference in that score is we'll have 7 more points than Florida State did. That's basically what 247 Sports is saying. They're basically saying that the 91% of kids that came back to the University of Miami, all that experience on the O line, D line, receiving core, everything, all the improvements we made over this, off season, none of that matters. We're gonna get blown out the water. Now, Vegas opened up at 16 in favor of Alabama. We all knew that was going to happen. We knew going into this game, they're coming off of a national championship. We were going to be the underdog. We knew that. Y'all let me know in the chat. Can y'all hear me? Because John says the audio not so good. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me good in the chat? Let me know. Y'all let me know in the chat. Can y'all hear me? Do I sound good? Or do I sound bad? Y'all let me know. It says static. Let me move the mic a little bit away from the computer. Maybe it's taking off the air from the fan. Does it sound a little bit better, you guys? Okay. All right. Bahamas so you can hear me. Liberty Boy said a little static. Montre says yes. All right. Kat says yes. Okay. Sound like eating cookies. Okay, yeah, that was my kids, going through the little snack thing, whatever. I had to pause and tell them to get out of here real quick. Oh man, got a $10 donation from Miami Flow. Miami Flow, what's going on with you, boss? How you doing? He said, it's good, family. Hit that like button. Hey, appreciate that. And that's a touchdown for the channel. So let me go ahead and do that for you, boss. Appreciate that. Appreciate the $10 donation, Miami Flow. Appreciate that, boss. And y'all make sure y'all check out Miami Flow, man. A lot of good information on the Miami Hurricanes. But that's a touchdown. And as you guys know, it's all about the U, baby. All about the U. Appreciate you, boss. All right. So everybody can hear me. All right. Better. All right. Okay, so basically back to this now. They're trying to say that basically none of the improvements that we made means nothing. Bama's just going to blow us out the water. Vegas opened up at, I think, 16.5 points in favor of Alabama. So, like I said, we knew going into this game we was going to be underdog. We just came off of a 8-3 season. They just came off a national championship season. Now, they lost a lot of offensive players. They're basically naked on offense right now. Brand new quarterback. The top receivers are gone. Top running back is gone. Their O-line is gone, pretty much. So Miami came back with 91%. We know this. We all our players picked up the experience. We know this. Only thing we lost was Brevin Jordan, Jose Borregales, and on the defensive side, Quincy Roche and Jalen Phillips. Well, I'm saying Knight. We still got Knight, but they're basically saying none of the improvements we made is enough. Bama's gonna beat us not by 16 and a half, but 35 points. They're saying basically this game is over before it even starts. They're basically telling us we ain't got no reason to watch this game. We ain't got no hopes. That's what they're saying, basically. 52 to 17. They're basically saying we are the Florida State of Florida State versus Miami last season. That's the kind of beatdown that we're going to get from Alabama. That's what 247 Sports early, way too early. And that's exactly what it is. It's way too early. Way too early. Predictions. They have no respect for the University of Miami right now. It's tough. But like I was saying in my video earlier, if you're a Miami Hurricane football player, you have to look at this as motivation. Get that score right there. Crop it out. Put it on your locker. Put it in your dorm room. Let each and every player, when they go into that weight room, when they go into the facilities, let them see this score. Let them see what the world think is going to happen and go out there and prove them wrong. Let this be motivation. Like I said, go into the weight room, turn on that TI motivation, and just look at that score. Put in that work. We don't want this to be reality. That score it's just a prediction, but we don't want that to be reality. If that be the case, then we'll know that Miami is way far behind than we think we are. Basically, all the improvement that we make will be saying that we're not nowhere near the elites. Because they're listing the elites right now as Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State, Oklahoma, and teams like that. So if this score came true and we lose in that fashion, maybe not 52 to 17, but anywhere close to that, then we'll know we're way behind and we need to step it up. But that score, I trust me, I don't think that's going to happen. I pray to God that don't happen. If that be the case, it's going to be a long night in Atlanta. But basically, I'm going to run through the rest of it. I know most of you guys don't even care about the rest of it. If it ain't about the Canes, we normally don't care about none of it. But I'm going to run through it real quick, and then we're going to move on from this. But Texas, like I said, they got a new coach. Guy just left I think he left from Alabama or whatever. 34-20 against the Raging Cajuns. The Raging Cajuns, they had a good season last season. So there it is. It is what it is. Oh man, got Wholesome one in the building. What's going on with your Wholesome? How you doing, boss? Oh man, good to see you guys in here. Miami Flo was in here a second ago. I'm not sure if he's still in, but hey man, I appreciate y'all boys coming in. Appreciate it a lot. All right, so Notre Dame, Florida State. Notre Dame 27, Florida State 20. Okay, so Miami Flo still in the building. Hey man, appreciate y'all boys for coming through. Showing that love. Appreciate it, man. Hurricane family all day. All right, so you got Ohio State, Minnesota, 34-14. That seems a little bit realistic. Ohio State did pretty well last season. Minus the championship game, but I don't think they're going to fall off the wagon that far to where Minnesota, who had a crappy season last year, is going to be able to beat them like that. But move on from that. LSU 34, UCLA 31. That could happen. I think LSU is going to be more on the rise this season. I think last year was their down, and I think with the experience that they got, Plus their class is going to, come in also. I think LSU will be more on the rise. They won't be as bad as they were last season. So I do believe they could knock off UCLA. Um, Wisconsin, Penn State. I think this game could go either way. Wisconsin could win it by 3. Penn State could win it by 3. Penn State had a rough start last year, but I think they finished a little bit better. So you know, they might be a little bit better this season. UCF 35, Boise State 24. Yeah, I don't have too much to say about that one. T. Will, Gus Malzahn. Good luck with what you can do up there in Orlando. It is what it is. But Ole Miss 48, Louisville 34. Ole Miss, we do know they got a high-powered offense. Louisville normally does, but Louisville just lost their quarterback to the transfer portal. So I think Ole Miss will probably do get them. Ole Miss did stick with Alabama until the end. Lane Kiffin had them going until the end when Alabama pulled away and won the game. So I do think Ole Miss probably will knock off Louisville. And last, you got North Carolina versus Virginia Tech. North Carolina 27, Virginia Tech 24. That could happen. I can see it going the other way too, depending on who Virginia Tech quarterback is, depending on how ready that offense will be. So that's it right there. Week 1 prediction, way too early. Like I said, 52-17, absolutely ridiculous. If I was a Miami Hurricane football player, this would be my motivation. This will be what sits in my locker room. Until September 4th, this is what I will see every day. When I go in that weight room, when I go work out, everything that I do, I'm going to see that score. Because if all our players have this score and the mentality that this is what the world thinks and we're going to go out there and prove them wrong, trust me, you'll see four quarters of hard-nosed football from our Canes. But we're going to move on from that disgusting score. All right. So I also want to talk about the expansion of the college football playoffs. Now, it's just a proposal. I'm not quite sure, how far this thing is going to go, but we're going to keep an eye on it. But basically, this was a diagram that came out that says last season college football, if they had the 12-team playoffs, this is what it would look like. Now, it would have been a different story had we beat North Carolina, that we would have been in this predicament, whatever, on this thing. But nonetheless, this is what a 12-team playoff system would look like. This is what it'll be like. So you'll see, as you see, the top 4 teams will get a bye week, basically. And then you'll have the other 8 play and then play in the 8 bracket system against the top 4, and then they'll move on to basically, the same way the system is right now. But push comes to shove, a lot of teams that normally get left out, because if you think about it, a lot of teams in the past, around that 5 and 6 area, it gets kind of crazy. Because sometimes you have the top 4, but number 5 could have been easily put in there, or number 6 could have easily been put in there. So I think expanding it to 12 team, I think it's a good idea. Now the downfall to that is a lot of bowl games. A lot of bowl games will disappear. I think they were saying that college football might lose about 10 to 11 bowl games if they expand the college football playoffs. But I'm all for expanding it. I think it's going to be exciting. I think a lot of teams that, got brushed off or didn't make the top 4, I think they got a chance to, prove the world wrong. Hey, we deserve to be in that top 4. You guys didn't put us in there. But nonetheless, we're still in this. We're going to get in there and we're going to knock out these teams and we're going to show y'all. This right here would have been a perfect scenario for a team like UCF back in 2017. They could have showed if they really belong. But hopefully this happens. It's not set in stone yet. It's basically a proposal, but I do think this will pass because it will make college football a lot of money. And you know what it is. When it comes to money, this is what they want: money. If it's going to make billions of dollars, they're all in. It's going to happen. All right, let me see what you guys are talking about. Oh, man, of course, we got to make sure we support the real 100%. Hey, appreciate that, boss. Appreciate that. Thank you, man. We got Cynthia in the building. They're studying Keene, but not Jake. Hey, best man up. If Keene's not ready for game one, next man up. Whether it's Tyler Van Dyke or it's Jake Garcia, next man up. We gotta prepare for the worst. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. So push comes to shove. Keene's not ready. He's not 100%. Hopefully Garcia is ready to step up. Hopefully Tyler Van Dyke is ready to step up. Or if not those two, maybe Matoka. Who knows? But we all know right now, leading for that second, quarterback position, it's either Jake Garcia or Van Dyke. So hopefully one of those guys will be ready if Keene's not ready. If Keene's ready, we know Keene is going to start. Manny Diaz already said it himself. He already put it out there. And, they always say you never lose your position to injury. Now, here's an interesting question. What if Miami Hurricanes drop 40 on Nick Saban? I'm hoping and praying we do. I'm hoping and praying that we win this game. I'm hoping and praying that we come out and beat Alabama in the fashion that we beat Notre Dame. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm hoping that happens. Because if that happened, I'm going to be shocked. It's going to shock me. Because I do think we can beat Alabama, but I don't think we're going to blow out Alabama. I think it'll be a close game if we do beat Alabama. But if we drop 40 on them, hey, think about it. Drop 40 on Alabama. Who's the next Alabama on our schedule? Nobody. So if we could drop 40 on Alabama or even beat them bad, sky's the limit. Or they're going to say, well, Alabama's, turnover on offense basically is the reason. They're going to come with something. We all know. They're going to come up with some kind of excuse. They're not going to give us the credit to maybe the Canes are that damn good. They're not going to give us. We've been up and down with ESPN and all these other sports outlets. So we already know the deal. We got some Bama fans in here. He said clock is ticking. Hey, keep an eye on that clock. The September 4th will be here quicker than we think. He said, what if Miami beat Alabama 52-17? We might as well start calling Alabama the new Florida State. We might as well. That'll be tough. John says, bet you Manning has 247 prediction posted on the locker room already. If you don't, somebody need to get that started on Twitter and tag him. Get this score prediction. Tag him on there. I wouldn't even take credit. So far I'm the only one that said it, but I wouldn't even take credit. Put it on the locker room. Put it everywhere. Let them see it. Kane Gang Cartel Sniper, what's going on with you, boss? Yeah, let them know we want all the smoke. We want all the smoke. We definitely will be ready. Hurricane Millie says we're going to drop 35 on Bama Watch, I said it first. I'll take the 40, but hey, 35 is good too. I hope for the 40. Kilo said Bama pack. Hold on, where that Bama pack at? Bama pack. Man, how you guys feeling though, man? Let me put this back up. Let me put this score back up because I want you guys to. I'm gonna put the link in the chat for anybody that wants to come in and give their thoughts and opinion on the score predictions, recruiting and everything like that. And if you're an Alabama fan that do decide that you want to come on in and talk Alabama versus Miami first game, you can do so too. But I'm gonna put the link in the chat for anybody that wants to join. So you guys can give me your thoughts and opinions. I know where you guys head at. I can't speak for you guys. I can only give you my thoughts and opinions. But I just put the link in the chat. If you do decide to come in, you come in with with your audio only, or you come on in, with your camera. It's up to you. All right, James in the building. What's going on, James? No team is unbeatable. Miami need to remember the national title game against Bama, where they were heavy favorite, and Bama came out with, yeah. I don't even want to relive those kind of games and stuff like that. It's tough. Miami need to send the Tide out somewhere. Yeah, definitely. He said hashtag Miami don't want Bama. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. He said, well, Florida did almost beat Alabama. So, yeah, think about it. I call him shoe thrower. But if Marco Wilson didn't cough up that ball in that fumble, it could have been a different story right now. Maybe Florida still end up losing the game because, that's Florida being Florida. But it could have possibly been a different story. Florida stuck with them till the end. And unfortunately for Florida, this season, I think this might be a down season for Florida because their quarterback, Emory Jones, is, from what I'm hearing, he is not it. He said Emory Jones is thrown all over that weak secondary. Yeah. Okay, so basically a video for those of you guys that probably haven't seen it, but there was a video that came out of this preferred walk-on wide receiver by the name of Joshua Lanier. Now, Joshua Lanier basically toasted the whole Alabama DBs. Now, if you ask Alabama fans, these were just second and third string guys. These weren't the starters. This dude was killing y'all. Now, recently, he hit the transfer portal, and he's over there with Deion Sanders now. He's committed to JSU. So he's going to be a Tiger with Deion Sanders, JSU. So Deion putting in that work over there at JSU, man. I want to say 35 is a bit much. I'll give Miami 27 at best. Walmart, who's your team? You probably an Alabama fan, if I'm guessing. Crimson said it's gonna be a long off season. Yeah, y'all better get them DBs ready, because if not, we're gonna have a field day. Our wide receivers gonna have a field day. I know Rambo gonna catch it. I know Mike Harley will catch it. We ain't gonna talk about that. TJ said he got a ban on the Canes. I got a couple bets all around right now. I got Miami winning this thing. If we end up losing it, I ain't mad at them. At the end of the day, we know what we're going up against. I ain't mad at them. Right now, nobody is on our side. Nobody's picking us to win that game. So if you got $1,000 on Miami and Miami pull it off, you're gonna get a nice payout. The odds are stacked against us. So if you bet on Miami and Miami pull it off, you'll make you some good money. All right, got my brother in the field. What's going on, big boss?
I'm good, family.
All right, so what you think about this sport, man? Lay it on me.
I see we pulling out a W, but my opinion, I think the secondary is suspect.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning what that wide receiver did that went to Deion Sanders school. Yeah. Today, veteran secondary, it's a shame. Just imagine what we're finna do today secondary now.
Mm-hmm. Trust me, I think Rambo and Harley, mainly those two. I know those two's gonna have a good night. Now, whoever I can't say the rest because I don't know who else Manny's gonna go out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think D. Wiggins and Pope might be out there too. So hopefully, they catch the ball and everything go well. But I do believe that Rambo and Harley will have a good night.
I hear you on that. I believe we can abuse their secondary.
Yeah, man. When I saw this score, I was like, why they holding us like that? Like, seriously. If you look at all the predictions, it's like they targeted us mainly.
You're right. You said it best. It's motivation. Players got to see this like, oh, say no more. We got this, coach.
Yeah, that thing posted everywhere. Make sure everywhere they go, they see that score prediction.
Yes, indeed.
If they get this right now and post it up everywhere, they have a couple months, like almost 3 months, seeing this every day to go out there and make a difference. Man, but 52-17, when I seen this, I was like, are they trying to relive the memories of us beating Florida State? And then I look at the Florida State score, it's like 27-20. I'm like, damn, they put more respect on that? Like, come on, bro.
But the crazy thing about that game playing against FSU, a lot of people don't remember this. Jalen Phillips, he only played one half only because he got kicked out of the game.
Yeah.
When he got kicked out, that's the same side he played on the left side. They scored a touchdown. They're throwing touchdown because he had the left side on lockdown.
27-20, but they want to put us at 52-17. Jesus. And you know what's funny? Alabama don't even have a proven quarterback. They haven't seen this kid done nothing.
They going by the name, that's why.
That's exactly what it is. A lot of people are predicting them to win just because of their name.
I believe he's the same height as King or shorter than King.
He's actually shorter.
Oh, he a Doug Flutie. Okay.
I seen a picture where him and King stood next to each other. I'm like, man, this kid is actually shorter than King. Nah. I seen also a picture with Ja'Cory Brown and Quan Lee. They would stand next to each other. I'm like, not Quan Lee, I'm sorry, Isaiah Bond.
Yeah.
The kid that committed to Florida. And I'm looking at it like, God dang. That's a huge height difference, bro.
Looking like Cam Newton out there.
Yeah, Ja'Cory looking like a tower standing over this man. But when I looked at the photo of Isaiah Bond and Ja'Cory, I could tell that, since he's committed to Florida, I could tell he ain't there. He's in Miami, but he's not there.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to Isaiah Bond, I don't think he's going to flip. I think we lost him. I think he's already gone.
He might flip. We don't know. It depends how, I guess. I'm assuming happening, like you said, finna commit like during the season. And they see how the Gators play and UM play, and Gators have a bad year. Oh, they finna come this way.
Yeah. I know it's going to be tough for Florida State. Because right now they have a good class, but we all know this coming season will be horrible for them, man. If they think the players are decommitting right now, wait till the season starts.
And I don't have no pity for them whatsoever. None. Not one pity for them.
Trust me, when them decommit starts, when them L starts, I'm gonna load this camera up. I will make sure these Florida State fans remember. I'm gonna make it to where they gonna be like, man, if I ever see T2Y in the game, we're gonna jump him. Man, but it's crazy to me, man. It's just crazy to me how this whole score prediction thing came out. I'm like, they put respect on everybody else but us.
They love to hate us, which I don't mind. Do what you got to do.
I kind of think it's kind of clickbaity to me if you think about it, because they looking for the reaction.
Yeah,
they looking for it. They know if they put that out there, they're gonna get the clicks and they're gonna get people talking.
Is he a true freshman or is he a redshirt freshman?
Who, Bryce Young?
Yeah.
I think he's a true freshman right now.
So he had no experience at all playing?
He's never been in the game.
Ooh.
All year last year, Matt Jones was the only guy out there.
Ooh. They should at least play. I don't know. They should have played him during garbage time, but ooh.
Yeah, he got no play time. No. Orange and green blood. What's going on, brother?
It's a difference between playing practice and game. Big difference.
Yeah, trust me, man. The game experience. That's why it kind of scared me to throw one of those guys, either like Garcia out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of feel more comfortable with Garcia because Garcia it's just something about the kid, man. He got that different kind of aura around him.
Yeah, he got that swag aura. He like, hey, I'm going for the home run. I'm not going for no 10, 15 yards. That to me, that's TVD game. TVD like play safe and sound. Look around, go for the 10, 15 passes. Garcia like, oh, bump that. I'm going for the highlight. I'm going for the home run. I'm gonna embarrass you right now.
Yeah, Garcia. When you watch Garcia in that spring game, he's looking downfield.
Yeah.
He's checking downfield. He's checking all the receivers all the way out, but he's looking downfield. He wants to go deep. And that's what we've been lacking, in D'Eriq King, to be honest. That in the beginning of the season, we saw that they weren't really on time with the deep ball. And I think with D'Eriq King's injury, him being out, it might be the same kind of effect this season because he's having the time with the receivers right now.
I hear you. At the same time, it's kind of different. The reason why I say it's kind of different due to the pandemic.
Right. But what I'm saying is for King, it's kind of like with the injury, it's kind of like the pandemic is the same thing for him.
Yeah.
He's not getting no practice with them, none of that. So it's like the same thing as the pandemic.
Because I don't want to rush him. I don't want them to rush him. If he ain't 100%, don't rush him.
Yeah. See, I hope that he don't rush himself either. Because that this is last year to do anything to make a name for himself. So if he's gonna make an impact to where he could get scouts to want to actually draft him, he's gonna have to, put on a good season, especially coming off an injury like that. And that's his second time hurting that knee.
Ooh wee.
So hopefully, he don't rush himself and they don't rush him and he come back at 100%. But you gotta look at it. It's his last year. He got something to prove. And in my mind, if he's 90%, he's gonna say he's 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, because hey, last chance to do anything. And especially Alabama versus Miami, the world gonna be watching. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to play that game. But real key, we just have to keep an eye on it, man.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for our safeties. Because Coach Feely, eat something else at that lab. I don't know what kind of food he feeds them boys. I'm sorry, feed them young men. As Tosin will say, feed them young men and get on the field.
One of those players. I seen one of those players. Dude got dressed when he first came in. It's a lineman. I forgot his name.
You talking about Jordan?
Who?
I think his name is Jordan, not Brevin Jordan, but like another player named Jordan.
I think his name not coming from here, but I think it's who you're talking about. Basically, kid was kind of chubby when he, and I seen a picture of like the before and after.
Sheesh.
I'm like, damn, Figley putting in work for real. I mean, Jalen is a perfect testimony to that. If you look at Jalen a year ago or whatever, or a year before, kid was like mad skinny. Kid was just tall and strong. Now you look at him, dude look like he eat a whole cow for breakfast and just go work out. Dude is like, man, I don't know what he's doing in the weight room, man. I don't know whatever the nutritionist plan he got for them, it's working. It's crazy. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Kilo said Garcia is going to be great. I definitely think so.
I hear you on that.
Says damn mother ain't gonna develop no quarterback. Get out of here. He said, why is LSU at UCLA game so close? Because LSU really didn't do that last season. They fell off the wagon. I think they'll be back up this season, but you know, they ain't gonna give them too much. They ain't really do much last season. Cynthia said Miami has elite players, two first round, and don't get it twisted, Bama. I guess Bama fans in the chat talking. Yeah, we got some Bama fans in here talking. King of Battle, what's going on with you, boss?
Oh, I don't mind at all. Just observe, Bama fan. Just observe.
Do Al ever play top caliber teams on the road? Nah. I mean, well, for the last 14 years, if you look at Alabama opening game, they have played a few. I mean, back in 2017, they played Florida State. Florida State was at number 3 in the country. And they ended up beating Florida State 24-7. You know, wasn't as bad, but you know, that's when they had what's his name? What's the quarterback for Florida State? The one that hair looked like Rooster. So Francois. Yeah, you already seen what happened this season. Yeah, they had Francois as quarterback back when they played Alabama. Let me put the link back in the chat. If you want to come back in, Taz, I see you just fell off. Maybe lost signal. But yeah, the disrespect is real, man. The disrespect is real. But you already know how it goes. They always boost up the SEC team. I mean, look at the predictions. Georgia, they're picking Georgia over Clemson. What has Georgia proven over the past couple of years for them to even pick them over Clemson? Are they saying that Trevor Lawrence being gone, Travis Etienne being gone, is that much significant for Georgia to beat them?
Yep.
Because that's the only thing that they could possibly be talking about. Because I don't see Georgia beating Clemson. I really don't. From the quarterback play that I see from DJ, and I don't even know how to say his name correctly, so his name gonna be DJ Ukulele. It's gonna be his name until he come and tell me, hey man, that ain't my name. My name is this. I'll be like, all right, boss, you got it. But his name is DJ Ukulele. Does anybody else know the proper pronunciation and all that? Good for you, but I don't.
The reason why they give Georgia an edge winning them is because of their tight end. The one should have come down here, but he ended up going to Georgia.
Who is that?
The tall tight end. I dug it. He from the same area where Brevin Jordan came from, Nevada.
I gotta look that up. I gotta look that up.
Cause he came last year. He came to Paradise Camp with the year he was out there with TBD. He was constantly throwing on TBD. Was constantly throwing the ball towards him during Paradise Camp.
I think they give Georgia an edge too because of what they did in transfer portal. I think that's too because I think they got like four top players out of the transfer portal too.
Yep.
So that's probably why they're giving them an edge over Clemson. But hey, I think that's going to be an interesting game to watch. Depends on what the score for the Miami versus Alabama game is. Depending on that score, then I'll be depending on my mood for watching that game. Because I'm telling you, we beat Alabama. Oh man, nobody can't tell me nothing. Nobody can tell me nothing.
I'm gonna be going crazy tomorrow. The next day at work. I already know what time it is already.
I ain't even going. Oh, I'm off the next day, so I'll be good. Yeah, but ain't nobody gonna tell me that. And if Georgia end up losing by a blowout, oh my God, YouTube is gonna hate me. All the Georgia fans gonna hate me.
Are you talking about Uncle Lou?
No, Uncle Lou ain't gonna hate me because Uncle Lou know the game. He knows how it is. Uncle Lou's a troll, so you could troll him, but you ain't gonna get him. You know what I mean? He does it for a living. That's what I be telling people, man. I go at Uncle Lou's sports, talking about, Georgia 1980 and all that, because I know if you keep talking about it, it triggers him. And then he goes off, and I just do it for the reaction because I think it'd be funny as hell. But man, all I know is if Georgia come out to be what they think they're gonna be this year, I hope they don't win no damn title, man. I'm praying that Georgia don't win another championship probably another 10 years.
Sheesh.
I want to hold that over their heads for another 10, 12 years, man.
God dog. So right now it's Right now it's 42 years? Yeah. Ooh, 42 years. Ooh, since 1980? Yeah, 42 years. Ooh.
I was watching, I don't know if you watch SEC Shorts. Man, they do SEC Shorts on YouTube. You gotta check that out when you get a chance. I'm gonna send you a link to them.
Okay.
But they be doing them shit be funny as hell, man. They got like a whole team behind it. So they do videos professionally. So that should be hilarious. Today they did Georgia. They did Georgia fans and hope. Every year is hope. Oh man.
But how you top recruit every year, top 5 recruit every year, and you can't win the big one? Come on now, there's something wrong with that picture.
I'm telling you. You know something wrong when you fire the head coach and winning 10 games or more.
Facts.
Because Ricks was winning games.
Yeah.
He had them 10 plus, just couldn't get over the hump. You bring in Kirby, and it's the same thing. I think on Kirby's behalf, he's more of a letdown because if you look at Georgia, they had it named until they played LSU in 2019. But if you look at the teams that they always end up getting a bump in the road to, you got South Carolina, a terrible South Carolina team, and you let them beat. And you was top 3 in the country. It's amazing. Georgia always find a way to lose.
They had that game against Bama. They did. They had it right there in their hand. Just play safe. Just play safe. Nope. The whole team get bombed. Quote unquote, they got mossed.
Like I told Lou, your whole fan base at halftime, y'all was celebrating. Y'all prematurely came in y'all pants because y'all thought y'all won. That's one thing I don't like with coaches. When they get a lead, they get comfortable, and it always ends up biting them in the butt.
Yep.
Oh Lord, we got an Alabama guy in the back. Let's bring him in. Yo, what's going on?
Hello?
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's going on?
Hey, T2Y, I've been hearing you been talking a lot of crap about my team, man.
All day, every day. Hold on. As a matter of fact, let me smoke on this Bama pack.
And I just wanted to tell you that y'all getting blitzed September 4th. No excuses, none of that. I don't want to hear no crying from you September 4th. All right?
No, definitely. You ain't gonna hear no crying. But make sure you stick around after y'all lose now.
All right, bet. That's all I had to say though. I'm gone.
You will find you. You're gonna be like Erica Badu out here, ready or not. Oh man. That was pretty cool, man. Sound like a little kid though.
Sheesh. Came and left that quick.
He said what he said. Sound like a little kid. Sound like he got a little manners. I'm gonna put the link back in the chat. Any Hurricane fan, any Bama fan, other fan, all y'all come in, speak your mind, just be respectful.
I want to. Do they have a offensive lineman, or did they came back for Bama? Because everybody came back for us, except for what, 4 players?
Oh, they lost their whole offense. Their whole offense. That's why when they say we gonna lose 52 to 17, it just blows my mind. It just blows my mind. Hold on, what did I say? If Miami wins my next video, I went to Vegas to collaborate. the celebrate Miami upset. Nah, I ain't going to Vegas. All the money's gonna be sent to my cash out. Cause I ain't betting with Vegas. I'm betting with people that's been sending me bets all over this thing. I know I got 150 with Sergeant AR-10. I got 100 with Lou. I know those two for certain. I got another 150 that Clemson will beat Georgia with Sergeant AR-10. So if we end up losing to Alabama and Georgia end up losing to Clemson, I would break me and they always just go give me both. But if Georgia loses to Clemson, Miami beats Alabama, we're gonna be out 300.
Yeah,
I told them on my next video, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna find one of them little ice cream truck and I'm gonna buy the kids in the neighborhood some ice cream with his money.
Because Clemson quarterback, he had some experience. He played last year.
Yeah,
what 6'7", 6'5" quarterback they got.
Yeah, he played the game against Boston College, and then he lost the game to Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Honestly, he didn't even lose that game to Notre Dame. Travis Etienne lost that game.
Them fumbles.
Yeah, because he could have clearly went out of bounds.
Yeah.
If he would have went out of bounds, Clemson run the clock, game over, they would. But nope, gave it back to Notre Dame. Notre Dame took the field, and cookie crumble. Clemson losing that game kind of ruined our season at the same time, but it can't even blame Clemson because the way we lost to North Carolina shouldn't have happened, but it is what it is.
Yeah, they going to the NFL now. Both of them running backs from North Carolina.
Yeah, they gone. Thank you. Man, I still can't believe that game, man. I still can't believe it. I was so freaking mad. I was on the phone with CJ. I was like, God damn, man, shit. What the hell is going on? And then at the end of the game, I think they said most of our defensive staff wasn't there or something.
Sheesh.
I was like, so you mean to tell me Nobody had a better game plan. Nobody that was there knew how to do anything. God, golly.
Guess what? They saw on tape. They ain't see what they see in the field. Because on tape, while it was constantly throwing the ball. Game day, they started running the ball like it was no tomorrow.
I'm telling you, to me, to beat North Carolina, Miami got to come out and score. That's it. Just got to score. To beat Alabama, that's all we got to do. We got to score. We can't have possessions where they're scoring and we're not. We got to get something out of all of our possessions. To be honest,
I got you. Over turnovers, don't go for the 3-pointer. Go for the touchdown.
we got to get points. Whether it's 7 or 3, we got to get something on drives. Because if we end up, going back and forth with them, Alabama's good at that.
Yeah.
Going back and forth, and then at the end of the game, they end up winning. We don't want to be in the nail biter with them. We got to score points early, and we got to keep. If they're scoring, we got to be scoring too.
Yeah.
We got to do with them what Florida did. You got to do what Ole Miss did. Ole Miss fell off at the end. Hopefully, we don't do that. But that's basically what happened with Florida and Ole Miss when they played. If we could go in there, score early, and keep scoring, whether it's 3 or 7, that'll be good.
I'm not worried about our safeties. I think we got it down pat for safety wise. One thing my eyes is catching right is our linebackers. I like to know who's gonna step up on the plate.
Man, we beat Alabama. We don't want to have no wife down here. Nowhere near. She gonna be getting all them boys from here.
Oh Lord, here we go again.
Right, man. Let me stay off of that. Hello, what Cynthia say? I guess Bama virus is getting worse. I don't know what's going on. Man, hold on. Does anybody else go on tonight? Let me make sure I ain't cutting into nobody. Make sure ain't nobody for good something now. Oh no, nobody on. But man, 52-17. Sheesh.
So disrespectful.
Man, when I saw that video, I was like, bro, who the hell they playing with, bro? I was like, who the hell is they playing with? Then I was like, this gotta be clickbait. It gotta be clickbait.
I left that when I saw it. I ain't get emotional. I just shook my ass. I said, good, no problem.
Man, I saw that shit. I was like, God damn, you ain't got no faith in us. People don't even think it's close. And these supposed to be so-called experts. Come on, man. And Notre Dame fashion. Man, can you imagine that fans beating them like we beat Notre Dame?
Oh yes.
Oh my God. Man.
And I like this to beat them like that. And I want to see. I'm sorry too. I want to see turnover chain come out too against Bama. I want to see turnover chain come out.
One second. Somebody's at that door. Okay, yeah, got somebody at the door sitting. I think it's the guy that set up my cameras. We gotta put some deal in front of the building.
I want to see turnover chain come out. T2Y with the W. I want to see turnover chain come out.
I want to see what it's gonna be this year.
Okay.
Because I mean, think about it. Turnover chain for the last 4 years been different every time.
It is true.
So it always plays my mind to see what it's gonna look like. I'm telling you, the one that from this year, it's gonna be hard to top that one.
Yeah, you're right.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be like, dang, what will they come up with next? Like, I had a few ideas, probably the helmet.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing too.
I seen on Facebook some guy was making the red storm warning ones.
Uh-huh.
But I was like, I don't know, that one ain't hitting like that.
You may be right. Might be the helmet.
Yeah, I mean the helmet would be a good idea. Have that thing all diamond too.
Yes, sir.
That thing will be sparkling. What? That's the thing too. Who's gonna be the first one to wear that?
Oh,
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Because last year we did that in the beginning of the season. Who do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Who do you guys think gonna be the first one to wear the turnover chain this season coming up?
because last year I said it was DJ Ivy, but it was a DJ. DJ came in like the third game, I believe, third or fourth game. DJ was
Yeah, I think I said DJ too.
Oh yeah, DJ got it during the Clemson game.
Yeah, I know Blaze was the first to grab one.
Yeah, against Louisville.
Yeah, but man, the first thing when we didn't get one else, man, it's like, damn, what the thing look like? Now I gotta wait. When they pulled that behind, I was like, bro, that shit fire. That shit fire as hell.
It may not be the helmet. I think they might find a way to pay a tribute to John Sonnensberg with the pipe.
That might be a good too. So let me see. Liberty City said you can Mama Bowden gonna get it.
Yeah.
That could happen. Oh, now they got Mama Bowden as a first rounder. They're predicting that he's gonna be a first rounder. Him and Nestor.
Yeah.
Not Nestor. Zion Nelson. They're predicting them to be first rounders already. So it could be Bowden. I think it'll probably be Bowden or what's his name? Stevens.
You talking about the one that transferred from Georgia?
Yeah. I think it could be either one of them too.
But I like to see it happen like this. But even though DJ did it last year, we didn't get to see it because it was during halftime. They went straight under the tunnel. But I like to see like somebody grab an interception, run it back, wear the turnover chain, the new turnover chain with the rings.
That's another question too. What the rings gonna look like? Because before, I mean, the rings is not as older as the turnover chain, but the first one said Hurricane. The second one said the Crib. What's this third one gonna be? That's another good question too.
I'm assuming it might say Miami 305.
Hey, that's a good idea too. That's a good idea. You can say Dave Cannon too.
Facts.
Hey man, like I said, that's two ideas for 2 years. So we know we can get some more rings. But it's that chain. I still want to see what that chain. The thing with the chain too. A lot of the older fans, they're not a fan of it. They think it's gimmicky and stuff. But I think some of those fans got to realize we're in a different age now.
Thank you.
We're in a different age. These kids don't look at that chain as a gimmick. They look at that chain as I just got a turnover, let the spotlight be on me. It's a recognition of doing something great on the field.
In other words, they're marketing themselves for the next level to go to NFL.
Exactly. I mean, look at Ray White. When he did it, he went on the sideline and got that clipboard.
Yes, sirree.
Nah, that's his signature. When you think of that clipboard, you think of him.
Red wine.
He made he made a mark. That's what these kids. That's what these kids do when they get that turnover change. You score a touchdown. You got a helmet on. Most of the time, people don't know your back of your jersey. Or they know your number. But when that helmet come on and you put on that chain, people know your face now. They gonna remember you. If you go out there somewhere, they're gonna be like, "Hey, that's such and such." Man, you been keeping up with recruiting any?
Not really.
Yeah, man. It's this season is tough. It's tough, especially right now that it's a lot early. But I like Manny's approach this season to recruiting, to be honest. The worst thing you can get is one of these guys to commit, and then maybe a month down the line they decommit.
Talking about don't rush nothing.
Don't rush. Hey, go out there, make your visits. Miami's the one, shut it down. Commit. If not, don't waste our time because we ain't gonna win if you make a commitment to the University of Miami, basically as let's say a wide receiver, you're going after 3 wide receivers. We're gonna put you as that one, and then we'll go after 2 more. But if you burn us, now we got to screw because we ain't been putting in that time to get somebody else. If you can, so it's kind of an up and down thing when you get commits early. If you decide you want to decommit at the last minute or go somewhere else at the last minute, you might have screwed us. And it's the other way around for kids too. So you think about it, when you got a wide receiver that's probably been committed for the longest, but you got somebody that you really want now, and now you got to tell this kid, hey, we got somebody else. We think you probably should go look elsewhere. So it's kind of tough. Oh, man, but like I said, guys, y'all see that score prediction on there. That's what 247 Sports think of us. I might start going on Rivals.com a lot more often than I go on 247 Sports now. Until Rival come out with one of these score predictions, and if they come out with anything that looks anything close to that, I might have to start looking at my phone. No, I'm just playing, man. But this score is ridiculous, though. That score is ridiculous. I swear that's all clickbait. That's got to be clickbait. Let's get a reaction out of the fans. If we put Miami and Bama close, we ain't gonna get the ratings and the clicks like we would if we put it that Bama's gonna blow them out. So 247 Sports, we see what you're doing. We see what you're doing, but we gonna hold you to it. We're gonna hold you to it. When you come out with your next prediction, because I'm pretty sure y'all gonna come out with some more down the line when they get closer to the game. We're gonna see if y'all gonna keep that same energy. Anyways, I just put the link back in the chat for anybody that wants to come in. Let me know what y'all think about this score, man. I need somebody to come in here. And if you agree with this score, you can come in here and say why. But I doubt any Miami Hurricane fan agree with this score. But if you agree with it, you can come in here and say why. All right, it's all good. Taz, it's good, boss. he said Alabama got women that look like real elephants. Think about it. Damn. Why y'all doing them like that? I keep telling them Alabama fans though, when we beat them, we gonna barbecue that elephant. I ain't never had no barbecue elephant before, but it's gonna be some barbecue elephant in Atlanta. We're gonna have to try some barbecue elephant. Hurricane Juice, what's going on with you, boss? Like I said, man, I'm gonna put the link in there one more time. If nobody else wants to come in and give their thoughts and opinion, I'm gonna just wrap up the show. It's almost 8 o'clock, almost an hour and a half. So if anybody wants to come in and give their thoughts and opinion on this score prediction, let me know. Just click that link. Ridiculous. And how the hell they gonna say Florida State gonna only lose by 7 points? 247 don't lost their mind. They know damn well Florida State gonna get blown out. They know damn well Norvell ain't fix all them holes. They lost 14 guys in the transfer portal and picked up, I think, maybe around 6 or 7. Lost all them scholarships. You think they ain't gonna get blown out? Oh man, we got an FSU fan in here. He said FSU for the win. That ain't gonna happen. Here came Juice. Alabama 52, Miami 17. If you ask 247 Sports, that's their prediction. Way too early prediction. But if they made a prediction like this now, when they make the official prediction, it ain't gonna be too much of a change. Because I mean, from now until closer to the game, what else is they gonna see? It's not like Miami and Alabama is gonna put out injury reports or anything like that. You'll only know about that around game time or maybe a couple hours leading up to the game. He said Notre Dame by 28. Yeah, that sounds more reasonable. Oh, God. Okay, Miller's the only time I'm in Alabama to drop peanuts. Oh, man. I mean, to be honest with you, what is there to do in Alabama? If you're a woman in Alabama and you don't know how to cook, shame on you. Shame on you. Ain't nothing else to do in Alabama but cook. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, man. They basically giving us the same treatment with a score prediction like we gave Florida State last year. If this is what they're predicting for Miami versus Alabama, I already know they're gonna try us when it comes to Miami versus North Carolina. I already know when they put up their predictions, they're gonna try the hell out of us. But by the time they do make that decision, you know, Miami will already have played. I think what number of game is North Carolina on schedule? I think they're like the number 9th game we play. I got to look at our schedule again. But hopefully by the time we play North Carolina, we'll see what they working with. They'll see what we working with. And that game, you know, can't nobody make no prediction for us. We'll make our own prediction. Because we'll see what we're working with, and we'll have enough data, have enough games on North Carolina to see what they're working with. So they can't come try us with these score predictions or whatever. We'll make our own. But I tell you one thing, if 247 Sports, if Alabama do beat us, I'm gonna hate that week, man, because I made a bet with an Alabama fan where after that game, if Miami lose that game, I gotta come live and I gotta put an Alabama A on my forehead. So I don't want to do that. If Miami beat them, that same Alabama dude, he's gonna come live and he's gonna be wearing that U on the front of his head, the forehead, whatever. So that'll be nice, and I definitely don't want to do that. I think this season too, every week I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna start looking for fans from these different teams that we play, and I'm gonna start making little fun wagers, little fun bets with them to make the thing a little bit exciting and entertaining. Entertain you guys a little bit. Do some fun, some fun stuff. Kind of like what Coach Coop be doing. Every week he always do something different. I kind of want to do that same kind of thing too. Every week something different when we play against these different teams. See if I can find YouTubers that does videos for them or fans of the team and make some bets with them or whatever. But anyways, man, it's 8 o'clock is coming around. Appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in. Like I said, hopefully this score prediction is wrong. Hopefully Miami get that score, put it up all over town, put it up all over the kids' dorm room, put it all over the facility. Let them see the score prediction and let them have something to work hard, be motivated, go out there and prove the world wrong. Anyways, guys, appreciate y'all for coming through. Thanks to each and every one of y'all for hitting that like button, for subscribing to the channel, for sharing the channel with anybody that you do. And like I said, like Coop always said too, it's great to be a Miami Hurricane. It's great to be a college football fan, but it's great to be a Miami Hurricane. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night.